Good day, everyone. My name is Sean Akinlua. I'm still talking about God in your migration story. And today I'll be talking about the power of vision. Thank you. When people are asked, oh, what's your vision? What vision do you have for your new country? A lot of people just think, oh, I've come here for better life. What is better life? Better life to you may not be the same as better life for somebody else. So better life for you may be different. And that's why every one of us, we need our own vision so that we can run with it. I know sometimes for some people, when we talk about vision can, the word vision can be very daunting, can be a very big word. So I can break it down for you just so that simply we can all understand. Vision is simply the ability of you or myself to perceive now what the future looks like. Like in my own state where I am at, irrespective of what I've gone through, what I am going through, my ability to see the future is vision. So, your own ability to see what tomorrow looks like is vision for you. So, when we talk about vision, it encompasses different things. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Or what do you perceive? What's your perception of the new place where you are in? What is it all about? It may not even be a new place where you are. Perhaps you've been there for long, but can we talk about that vision? What vision do you have for your life in that place? So I've talked about what do you say? What do you hear? What do you perceive? What do you say? What proclamation do you make? What do you say about that new place? What do you say? Sometimes, people always say, oh, it's tough here, it's tough here. Yes, it's tough. But is that what you say daily? Has that become your own daily confession? Has that become the daily norm for you? So you need to see, you need to hear, you need to perceive, you need to, say something, you need to proclaim something, you need to confess something. Yeah. So a lot of times, we hear this and that, what people say, but you yourself, what do you hear? Are you in a particular place where you hear things that you don't really want to hear, things that you know would not be so good for you? So what do you hear? What do you say? What do you perceive? What do you say? Those are very important in creating your own vision. So perhaps maybe yesterday you've heard different things, you've said different things, you've perceived different things, you've uttered different things. Can you now start your own vision? What you can say now, even though now does not look like it. What can you say now about your future, irrespective of what now looks like? And when we talk about vision is not just for today or for tomorrow, it's part time. What do you see today? What do you see tomorrow? You may see something today, maybe based on your own side. And tomorrow, something good may happen tomorrow, and you see things differently. So you create another vision for yourself. So it can be something daily that you write. Oh, this is what I see myself doing in the next 1 year. This is where I see myself in the next 5 years. And this is not magic because it's not magic because when you work towards those goals, then you can bring to life the vision that you have. But when you just say, oh, I see myself this, I see myself here, that, and you don't do anything to work towards it, then that becomes grandiosity. That becomes like wishful thinking. That becomes just mere utterance, which is not the best. So I want you, I desire that you begin to see what God has for you. Let me just quickly, talk about a scriptural account. In the book of Genesis 11, the Bible talked about that after the flood, the people had one language and one speech. They were together like as though, yes, they were united. And they had a vision to do something, to build a tower. That was the vision. And God Himself saw that, these people, what they've proposed in their heart to do, they would actually do it. And He chose at that point in time to stop it. And for the very first time in the Bible, we saw how migration played out. At the time when God decided to scatter their language, they realized that different people now started saying different things. They had different languages. So people had to pair themselves with people that they spoke the same language with. So they started saying different things, different voices. And then the Bible talked about the world being dispersed abroad. People dispersed abroad. And that was where this concept of migration came in. And later in Genesis 11, the Bible talked about the genealogy of Shem. That's the forefather of Abraham. Talked about the father of Abraham, Terah. Towards the last verse in Genesis 11, the Bible gave an account of how Terah decided, to go with his sons, Nahor and Abraham, also with Lot, his son's son or his grandson, because Haran, Sarah's son, died. So automatically, Lot, being the grandson, became Sarah's own son, even though he's still his grandson, but they had to journey together because his father had died. And the journey began. Terah's plan was actually to go to Canaan, but the Bible said he settled somewhere. He settled in a place called Haran. And the Bible says he dwelt there. And that was it for him. And he stopped there. One of those days, God called Abraham. And so we're just seeing how, migration started playing out from different generation to the other. And God called out Abraham to say, go to that land, get out of your country, from your family, from your father's house to the land that I will show you. And God went ahead to say to Abraham that He, God, will make him a great nation. He will bless him. He will make his name great. And Abraham shall be a blessing. He will bless those who will bless him, and he will curse those who will curse him. And in him, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Imagine God saying this to one man. What do you think about yourself? If you could say to one man, Abraham, I want you to also believe that God is saying that to you as well, that He will bless you. He will make you great. It will make your dynasty great. When God talks to a man, He doesn't just talk to that man. He does not just to bless that man only. It blesses his generation. God thinks generationally. So, what has God said to you when you were about to take that move? What did God say to you? Are you running with that vision of God for your own life? What exactly did He say to you? And that's why you need to start. If you have not written down those things God said to you, why not just make it a journey? Why not just start writing that vision? What has He said to you? Or perhaps you may say, oh, sure, I did not hear anything. God did not say anything to me. And I don't even like it when people say, oh, God said, and then they moved. Oh, but for me, I just moved. Fine. So now that you have moved, what is God saying? God says things. He tells us things per time. He speaks to us. Many times we may be busy, but there are times in life we need to sit down and say, God, I want to hear you again. What is the vision that you have for me? And I want you to make it practical. What vision? When you say you, when we say vision, or when people say vision, it's not just one aspect. It's not just, oh, now that you've traveled. No. It's not just that now that you are in that country, what is a saying concerning you? What's the vision that you also have? The Bible says in the book of Habakkuk, write the vision and make it plain. How plain? Have you made your own vision? Is it plain? Is it plain? Have you written it down? Did you think about it? I know perhaps maybe for some people they've been thinking about it. But can you start writing it down? Just so that you can remind yourself of that vision. You can remind yourself of what you want to achieve. You can remind yourself of that tomorrow, even though you are still in the now. So, what do you think? What is your own perception about tomorrow? What do you think will play out concerning your life? What is it that you need to start doing now so that in the next 1 year, things can be better? You can run with that vision so that in the next 2 years, you won't be at the same level where you used to be when you started writing out the vision. So that in the next 5 years, you have mapped part of that vision. And in the next 5 years, you might have a new vision to run with. So, have you started writing out your own vision? So, what vision did you have before you migrated? Now that you've migrated, what vision do you have? Vision is the key to transformation. A lady said, Ellen Keller, said the greatest tragedies in life is people who have sight but don't have vision. You can see, but what's the vision? That's why I tell people, read about eagles. They have vision. They can see far from where they are standing. Perhaps sometimes, we think, oh, things are not going on well. You see, with vision, vision does not just take into account things that are not going on well now. Vision takes into account the things that are not going on well now and the things that will go well, and the experiences that one has learned from that now. Vision takes into account where you are going to. And with that vision, you are able to achieve your goals. With the vision, you are able to grow. It helps you to grow. It sustains you. It makes you, be where you are meant to be part time. If you know that you are in a certain place, if you know that you're in a certain place and the values of the place does not align with your vision, you can exit. How committed are you for your own vision? What is the report that you have concerning your future? What have you said? What are you saying? What are you hearing? What have you heard? What do you see? What are you saying? What are you saying? All of this is very important for you to run with that vision. Your vision is unique to you, not somebody else's own. Yes, we can, admire people. Yes, we can learn from them, but we need to start mapping out our own vision. We need to start writing them down. Knowing fully well that yesterday's vision may not be enough for tomorrow. So it can change per time based on what you see, based on what you tell yourself. Thank you. Remember the eagles, they are able to see. So, what is your report for your future in the next 2 months, in the next 5 months, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years?